Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. It's a pleasure to have you join us on Rental Chain. My name is Gerald Chiato. I'm one of the partners of Rental Chain, and I know many of you have lots of questions that are currently going on in your mind. So, in this short video, I just wanted to explain to you guys the concept behind Rental Chain, what we've been doing, and how we've been doing what we're doing. And many of you know about the blockchain and blockchain technology and how it's changing the entire world. It's affecting how we send money from one friend or to family member to another, how we store our information, even how things are being done in the telecoms is changing, agriculture, pharmaceutical companies. The blockchain is changing and simplifying and making it so much more transparent for ordinary people like you and I to have access to information and data that is required. At Rental Chain, what we do is we build the infrastructure that enables the blockchain to function. Now, what I mean by that is this. Um, in the blockchain, after every so often a new block is created, which has been developed or built on a previous block in such a way that, for you to fake any information, you have to go back to the Genesis block or the original block and start changing information from there right, to the current one. And we're talking about, maybe trillions and trillions of blocks that have been stacked upon one another, making it almost impossible for anyone to fake information or fake data in the blockchain. Now, for you to be able to do this, whether to validate the information, to transmit the information, to receive that information, to store that information, you need a server. A server is like a software or hardware that stores information or transmits information when you need it. It also receives information, processes that information. And so what we do with Rental Chain is we develop these servers, you see. So when the information comes in into that server, the server processes that information, validates it or rejects it, and then transmit that information to wherever it is needed. And once your server does that, it then generates for you a revenue. In the blockchain context, we call it gas fees. Okay. And your server then earns you this revenue, you see. So when you come on board with Rental Chain and you choose any kind of server, we have servers ranging from 100 euros to 250,000 euros. We have cloud-based servers, dedicated servers. We have enterprise-based servers. We have industrial servers. We have servers which are just on a standalone to like small data centers, for the major industrial servers, you see. And whatever server you hold, this server is rented out, to participants in the blockchain, to different companies, that are working within the blockchain industry. And it goes to work for you, and it goes to work. The work it does is it validates this information, confirms it to be true or not, rejects it, transmits it, and also participates in the governance of the blockchain, as a whole. And because of that, you get paid. Now, how much you get paid every single month is dependent on the size of your server. For example, if you have just 100 server, which is a cloud-based server, you still validate, it still validates information, but it's not going to, make you as much money. However, you still get a rental yield out of that particular server, you see. But if you have, say, for example, you have a dedicated server, you have an enterprise-based server, which is probably say 25,000 euros. You see that on that particular server, it can be rented to like 5 different companies, and these 5 different companies are paying you see. And so your rate of return on that particular server can be 5, 7, 8, 9, or even 10% every single month, you see. But compared to a smaller server where you rent it only, well, you can only try to maybe merge it with another server, it yields you a smaller percentage of income. However, the rates of returns, they typically vary between 1.5, 2%, right up to 7% every single month on average. There have been some exceptional months that we've had 15%, 19%. In February we had 19%, you see. However, this is a very sustainable way of making money. Why do I say so? It's because if you look at the trajectory of the blockchain, we are still scratching the surface right now. And what RentoChain does is building the infrastructure. The infrastructure is what ensures the sustainability of the blockchain. You see, without the infrastructure, the blockchain as we know it is not going to be functioning as we know it. You see, you need these servers, and these servers help now in the validation, the transmission, and also in the governance of the blockchain as a whole. You see, so this is what we do at RentoChain. At RentoChain as a company, it is not just owned by one person. It is owned by more than 20 different people with 20, who have a lot of experience. In terms of the technical team, is made up of more than 45, engineers and experts. Our CIO is called Oz. He's a German with more than 30 years experience. The CEO is Steve. The director is Abdul. And, we have different people that are doing different things. And the vision is to bring this platform to you so that from the comfort of your home, you can own a server that is working and making money for you while you go about your business of making money other ways. You see, you can own different servers. You can own 5, 10, 20 different servers. I have servers for different, family members. And as days go on, depending on, a course that I'm interested in, I set up a server so that it generates revenue to take care of that course. It's the same thing that you can do for yourself as well. And it's very sustainable. The risk, yes, there are some risks. The risk are that, the server can be hacked, but we've never ever faced such a situation because we have 5 to 10 different layers of security depending on the size of the server. You see, so the risk is not, it has nothing to do with the price fluctuations in bitcoins or cryptocurrencies. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with, like in the Forex market where the price is moving up. Today you're up 5%, you're down 2%. It's nothing to do with, like the stock market. No, this is pure technology. It's like when you have a piece of software or you have a piece of hardware, this is exactly what it is. You see, so the risk is only malware, or maybe the downtime on the server. But if there's a downtime on the server, quickly we can bring back the server back online, like most of you have experienced. And the server carries on earning money for you. Okay. So again, this is not also a network marketing company. You cannot network market this. It's not network marketing company. So it's not about you introduce this, that person introduces that, and then you get commissions. No. However, we do have like commissions that we offer to people. So for example, if you refer A, every single month, depending on what A makes, there is a 10% commission that is given to you. So if A makes $100 a month or 100 euros a month, you get 10 euros paid to you by the company, not from A's profit. Okay. If A introduces another person, that is not your client. So we don't have those multi-layer, whatever. No, just none of that. Okay. So if it introduces somebody, you earn 10% of whatever it is that they earn. So it's just something to incentivize you, if you want to feel like introducing somebody. If you don't want to introduce anybody, that's okay. That's perfect. Okay. That's absolutely up to you. It's your choice. It's your decision. But you can leverage other people's money as well, by earning an extra 10%. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost them anything. The company is happy to pay that to you. Okay. So I hope, now you've got a general sense of what we do at RentoChain. And I'm so looking forward. If you have any other questions, my name is Gerald. You can find me on the admin, or you can ask any of the admin on the group, and they will be more than willing to answer your questions. All right. So again, welcome to RentoChain.